So it will contains that all are the how the passwords and then the group information and then host name information. So from where it was taking the things will be configured in this nsswitch.conf. The etc slash host. So host, it will be the host it's contain the, so what are the host name of the mission, and then we need to configure, we need to give the here in this file the etc slash sysconfig network. So in RHEL6, so we used to give the host name for permanent. So in the we are using this file in RHEL6. RHEL7 onwards we are using the etc slash hosts. And then how to find the which are interfaces are there in our mission. So here etc slash sysconfig network scripts. So it contains that it will have available all the interfaces of system. etc slash resolve.conf, it will be a DNS configuration file. So in this file it will contain the hostname to IP, IP to hostname, and then we can configure in this resolve.conf. So we'll discuss on the resolve.conf DNS topic in later. Let's look on that. So how the NS switch conf file will be there. So what are the things will be inside of NS switch. So cat slash etc NS switch. So here, so see here the it is used to configure which services are to be used to determine information such as host, password files, and group files. And then so from where it was picking. So let's look on more slash etc slash ns switch. See, so here all the information of the validity entries, and then so if you want to enable that thing, so we need to uncomment that. So here we commented just like here, see which are like files are default here. So password, so it will take from the file. So that was like etc slash password, and then shadow, the it will look for the information of that thing from here. The shadow, we don't have any active directory LDAP, so we are not configured anything. So that's it. If you are configured, then we need to mention those things from that AD path in place of files. So so default was like files, and then shadow also files, and then group information also files. It will read from the etc slash group, and then host. See here the host. So and then we don't have any DB for this password shadow group. So directly we have the in our system we have only the files. That was like etc slash password. It is shadow the group. Same kind of host. So hosts, it will be read from the files. That file, what is a file? So etc slash host, and then the DNS, and the DNS also we need to configure that some IP to hostname, hostname to IP, and then hostname to hostname. So how to from where it will be look for that host. So this is the NS switch configuration file. What is it? Slash etc host, cat slash etc host. See, so here it will displays that host names of system. So whatever the, if you want to give the host name for permanent, then we can write that IP name, and then host name here you can mention, then it will be stored for the permanently. So whenever we change that till that time. Conf here is the this is for Docker, that is virtual, and then ENS is the our systems interface. So is the interface, then IP we are given this one. So LO again local, so ignore this thing, local interface, that's not required. So what are these things? So we need to, this is the file of interface. So if you want to these under this see, so under this folder in this directory, so we have these interfaces list here. So if you have another multiple interfaces also, then we can find out in this location. So this is what it will be there inside of that file. If look at it, if config, so all interface will be starts with the if CFG. See here, so here what is the type? Ethernet type, proxy mode, and then none, browsing only, boot boot prompt. So we are here given that DHCP. So dynamic IP we providing from this file. So that's the reason every time whenever the system is rebooted, so that time it will be IP also will be changed. So this is the the configuration file of that ethernet. So if you want to change it, you need to change it. You need to change the ethernet name, and then we need to edit here. So this is the static IP. So if you want to give the static IP here, then we need to change it static, and then we need to mention the IP here, so it will be read from. Already we know that network commands what are there, and then so ping command, we need to check the connectivity of the some particular service, then we need to ping with the that IP name. So just let check that www.google.com. See, it will be pinging from here. So this so we are pinging like so let's check how the DNS will work. So we given the domain name here. So name server name you given here, but it was resolving the IP address of that Google, whichever we were connecting this IP. We're not connecting with this IP. This is a Google IP. This is the Google IP. So how it will be like works like a DNS will works like this. It will be resolve the name server of that service. And then if you want to down the interface, if you want to up the interface, so we have the two commands for that: if up, if down. So if you select that if up, and then we need to be in the particular that location, and then we need to do if down, then the service will be interface will be off. So if you want to bring up again, then we need to if off, and then if up, and then we need to give the interface name. The netstat is the computing network. It commands line network utility that displays network connections for the transmission control protocol. So it will displays the network connectivity transmission protocols. So we have the different kind of options here. So we need to we'll check for the one example. So we need to practice these things into, you can check into Google, and then we need to explore all the information about the netstat. See, netstat. So print network connections, routing tables, interface statistics, masquerade connections, and multicast membership. So this is the feature of that. So let's netstat -nrv. So it will shows that what is the destination IP of this, and then the gateway, from which gateway that our network is allowing that outgoing. 192.168.74.2 is the gateway, and then genmask, that mask it will be there in feature. Further I will be explain that subnet mask, and then that masks. So gateway, the subnet mask, the flags, and then miss window, and then irrespective of so which one which interface it was connecting. So these all are the interfaces names. So these are destination IPs. So it will displays the information of the and then we need to check the netstat open ports. So open port. So these will be displays which service is running, and which kind of ports, and then it will displays all the port information, the service information of that. No. So and then what is the TCP dump? The TCP dump, is not installed in our mission. So we'll explain next session on that. So I will set up that, and then yeah. So TCP dump nothing but TCP dump traffic flow from into inside of the system and then outside of the system. So it will be tracks that, it will be displays that TCP dump. TCP dump is a data network packet analyzer's computer program that runs under a command line interface. It allows the user to display the TCP, IP, and other packets being transmitted or received over a network to which the computer attached, distributed under the BSD license. TCP dump is free software. See, we need to set up that. So see, if you install and then TCP dump, it will be displays the flow of the network transmission.